wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
Our Vietnam video starts in Japan, and although this was a beautiful morning to travel to the airport, this rainbow seems now more ominous than it does inspiring. We arrived at the airport and spent over 2 hours in the check-in line, only to find out that the Vietnam-approved visa we had received for Miles wasn't valid because his middle name was missing. They wouldn't issue us our boarding pass until it was fixed. So after some mild panic, we spent hundreds of dollars to hire a visa fixer, a few more $100 to reschedule our flights, spent one more day in Japan, and everything was sorted. We landed in Hanoi much later than our original flight would have been, but with an organized driver, we made it to our hotel in good time. It's just the driver couldn't actually drop us off directly at the hotel. He had to drop us off 2 blocks over because the streets are simply too narrow for cars.
I think we've got some built-up energy in this room.
On day 1, we set out for Train Street, a well-known tourist destination, simply a street where the cafes are built about as close as they could be to the train tracks, and if you're lucky enough, while you're there, a train will come barreling through. We grabbed a drink to enjoy the experience, and before too much time had passed, the commotion started. Lots of whistles and lots of yelling. A train was coming.
That was fun. Loud?
From Train Street, we toured the rest of the streets of Hanoi, just enjoying the experience of the city, the sights, the sounds, and dodging scooters. We made our way around. It wasn't always easy navigating, and occasionally we had to make a U-turn.
Garbage water! Garbage water!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dad, I smelled him like... If you see a garbage bin.
We walked almost everywhere in Hanoi, even at night, and always felt safe. There are lots of people around and plenty of tourists. The day after the puppet show, Miles woke up with a fever. The same morning, we were supposed to board a boat for a 3-day cruise. Thankfully, we were given one chance to rebook on the next boat, which left in 3 days, or we would forfeit our tickets. So between that morning and now, we've spent a couple days just hanging out at the hotel, delivering takeout to our patient and hoping for him to recover.
So day 3, and Miles still has a fever. So just went to the pharmacy to grab some COVID rapid tests, and we'll see what comes of that. Swirl, 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 swirl. Along the edges. Other side 5 times.
You get lots of
Knowing it wasn't COVID was only so helpful. He was still fevered, and we were at the point where we needed to get it sorted out. So we grabbed a cab and headed for a well-regarded hospital. We were seen right away, and the test started immediately. They confirmed it wasn't influenza and it wasn't dengue fever, but they couldn't confirm what it was and sent us on our way. Our fingers were crossed because our boat leaves tomorrow morning bright and early. As luck would have it, Miles' fever broke that night, and when the sun came up, he was feeling much better, and we jumped in the van and headed for Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site off the northeast coast of Vietnam and is famous for the thousands of limestone mountains rising up from the emerald waters. What do you think of your room, guys?
comfy.
Nice. We got the connecting room.
Smells good.
Smells like lemongrass. And nice.
So nice.
Does that mean we have 3 washrooms too? Or where's the toilet?
Oh,
This is awesome.
where's the balcony?
So, what's up?
He wants to be connected to his brothers.
Whatever you guys prefer.
Well, these 2 rooms are the same.
Yeah, but it's whether Miles or us are connected to the...
Yeah, and what do he wants to be connected?
Yeah.
And are we all right with that? Hang on. No balcony jumping. Here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ha Long Bay.
Miss Bobby.
The cruise in Ha Long Bay was a typical cruise with many planned activities and outings, the first of which was a limestone cave. Before dinner on our first night, our host Andrew put on a spring roll making demonstration, which then turned into a spring roll competition. The boys jumped right in and put their kitchen skills to work. Alice came out on top, but the competition wasn't over. It was going to be a girls versus boys championship. So they rounded up 3 ladies, and of course Nancy was one of them, and she came out on top as well. So it was an all-Mahar final, and after a dramatic round of spring roll making, the winner was...
The spring roll is...
After a very comfortable night on the boat, we were up and moving the next day. This morning's activity was a bike ride to a local village.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, that's how I want to build my home.
Oh, I gotta get over the side.
Beautiful pedal. Kappa National Park.
If you want to swim, you can change your swimming attire and proceed here on the deck 1.
Good, keep going, just keep paddling. You get this good. Everybody's still in their boat, thankfully.
Despite the busy schedule, we did have moments to relax and enjoy the surroundings. They were truly only moments though, as we were on to the next event without delay. Tonight it was dinner and a show with a traditional dance put on by members of the crew.
Fell in love with Lạc Long Quân, the dragon of the sea. Both of them have pure will to eradicate the evil Desmond and prosper in farming. After the marriage,
Following dinner, it was squid fishing. We only got one, but hey, one is better than none.
Alright.
That ink or water?
The ink's gone.
Okay, because I got sprayed by something.
I got sprayed by a little bit too.
Water ink. Like a water gun.
Hey,
Pull it up.
people can come back for holidays, say they've been sprayed by a squid.
Yeah.
Just missing Miles. Last back on the tender again.
Someone has to be last, Dad. May as well be us. Keep paddling! Last morning on the boat, just cruising our way back.
We're in a bus. It is November 7th, and we are on our way to Sapa.
And it's 7 o'clock.
And it's 7 a.m. and we've already been up and had breakfast. This is unusual for us. So,
But feels good.
does feel good.
Real life's gonna be hard.
And we'll see you in Sapa.
Editor at work. Welcome to Sapa. They've been cooped up on a bus for 5 hours. This is the semi-quiet side.
Kids on one side, construction on the other.
Yeah. Time to go see the town. I see little mountain peaks. Well, we had to follow up our poor lunch choice with
Good lunch choice.
some decent dessert. How's the sundae?
Yummy.
Almost gone? The fog is thick in Sapa today. Lots of rain in the morning, and then the afternoon turned into this fog soup.
This is my second time visiting Sapa. I was here in 2004 and the changes are dramatic. This bustling town was at that time nothing more than a small village with hardly a paved road. I truly had trouble comprehending how much it had changed. We spent most evenings in the town square, where the locals gather, most for entertainment and some to make extra money busking their children's dancing skills. Now you may be wondering why we are just walking around town, drinking milkshakes and sending postcards. Well, it certainly wasn't our plan. We were to be trekking the terraced rice fields to a local village and spending the night with a local family. However, as has been our experience with Vietnam, things didn't go to plan. On our way to Sapa, Charlie developed a pretty good cough, hacking up a storm through the night and continuing through the day. We didn't feel good about taking a sick child on a 20-kilometer trek, and it certainly didn't feel right to bring a sick child into a village where access to healthcare is very limited. As a result, we canceled the trek, and unfortunately, we didn't have time to reschedule. So here we were, hanging out in the town and making the best of it.
This is what happens when you're stuck in the hotel room for a few days.
Day 3 in Sapa and the sun is shining. It's a perfectly good bridge right here. That won't do. Nice job, Charlie.
That was a refreshing dip in the Love Waterfall.
So after a few quiet days and Charlie on the mend, we sprinted out of Sapa.
Oh, up early for a flight. Breakfast time.
We arrived in Ho Chi Minh again on a later flight, but we were pleasantly surprised when we arrived to our hotel and they offer one free beer to each guest every night during happy hour, and we'd arrived just in time. Navigating the streets of Ho Chi Minh is a level up in difficulty. There are 10 million people in Ho Chi Minh, 7 million scooters, and no crosswalks. There is no safe place for pedestrians.
Single file. Going.
After more than a few close calls on the streets, we made our way to Book Street, the only pedestrian walkway we could find, a street lined with bookstores and cafes.
Miles is shopping.
There's another one outside.
Okay, let's go in. I'm not sure if these ones are English. What did you see?
When we'd had our fill of book shopping, we headed to the Ben Knee Street Food Market, an open-air building with dozens of food stalls serving up local and international cuisine. It was so good, with so many options, we literally ate here every day.
Did Miles is beep?
Yeah.
When in Vietnam, you get gyros. Allie got some beef and chicken kebabs. How are they? How's your pork and rice? Your mouth is really full.
I would have skewers, but clearly it's not skewers.
You gotta add your herbs, a little lime.
That's garlic.
Some chilies. What's that? Chili sauce. Time to dig in.
To make a long story short, Nancy has been wearing the same glasses for far too long, and this trip hasn't been kind to them. So on a whim, we stopped by an optometrist to see what they could do. She was pleasantly surprised.
This is such a fun store. All of these drawers are filled with frames. So anyone who wears glasses, this is like shopper's paradise. So it's currently 3:42 and my glasses are gonna be ready at 5.
Moment of truth.
Whoa. How they look?
They look great.
They actually feel pretty good.
Like they feel clean and not scratched?
I know, everything is so clear and so big.
Now that Nancy can see again, we thought the best place we could go would be the party street of Ho Chi Minh. Now, we thought Koh San Road in Bangkok was crazy, but this takes it to another level. And when Nancy spotted the girls dancing on the tables and this was no longer a kid-friendly show, we made a quick U-turn. The one day trip we were all keen to do from Ho Chi Minh was to the Cu Chi Tunnels, an area preserved from the Vietnam War, allowing visitors to come and explore the tunnels where the Vietnamese communities and soldiers lived and fought from through the years of the war. The tunnels expand over 250 kilometers, connecting communities throughout the area. The tunnels presented a major challenge to the U.S. soldiers, and any soldier who dared enter the tunnels was labeled a tunnel rat, but was also considered the bravest of the American fighters. In addition to the tunnels, the area also shows all the crafty little weapons the Vietnamese built and utilized.
Get down. You can stand. Okay. Everybody, remember, you hold it by your hands. You hold it one. Fingers in the middle. Your arms straight up. Arms up. And bend your knees. Arms up. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Alex.
Like that.
All the way down.
Okay, and arms up again. Okay, good. Okay, next. Come on, try. Quick. The manage to the sweating. Big boy later.
This is gonna get dark.
Okay, come on up.
Okay, next. Come on.
Yeah, you did.
Without camouflage. Look at you, see you. Very good, boy. Arms up.
Arms up.
Very good. Release him down.
Bye-bye.
Grab that with your hands. Yes, put it over your head. And then squat down.
Lady. Lady. Out.
You can buy 10 bullets to shoot at the range. First guy wanted tobacco. The big brave guy wanted tobacco. No, I'm not sure.
Nancy, I'm gonna step out.
Charlie. Maya.
Cool, eh?
Well done.
We also made a stop at the War Remnants Museum. It's a startling look at the war from the perspective of the Vietnamese, without any filters. Images so disturbing that for some of the exhibits the boys had to sit out.
What is this?
This
Howitzer.
105mm howitzer. Flamethrower. Amphibious light tank capable of crossing rescue, landing, and ground waterways. Parachute from an aircraft. That would be like
It's a
bit of a overload on the olfactory senses. You go from flowers to fish to fruit. Yeah, we'll see how long we're here.
Our time in Vietnam was officially over, but little did we know that as difficult as it was to get in the country, it was also difficult to leave.
Well, we're trying to leave Vietnam, but we're having some more Vietnam visa issues. Like we had trouble with Miles's coming in. We thought in the end with Visa Fixer we got a 30-day visa. We've been here, I guess, 15 days and just leaving, and on the way out the immigration officer recognized that Miles was actually supposed to leave 2 days ago. So now we've overstayed and we're just waiting to find out what happens next. While they're letting us leave, we just have to pay like $100 fine, but carry on, live and learn.
And now we're gonna sprint out of Vietnam.
Toodles! Yeah, I can do something. I am a gummy panda. I am a gummy panda. I am a gummy.
What part of the panda are you gonna eat first?
The butt. The head.
The head, yeah.
We're not gonna sleep. Good thing you have to sleep beside it. Oh, even worse, I'm definitely not gonna sleep.
You getting every last noodle there, Char?
Got a friend of they're gonna stood up. And then they're gonna, wow. Was it good? That's good. Was it?
Yeah, the scenery behind you guys is very dramatic.
Styling in Ha Long Bay.
Walking like
Yeah. Thieves have stolen my chickens. I must block off the pen to prevent it from happening again.
gosh, guys.
To pay tribute.